Hey guys, it's October the 4th, 2024, and man, it's been a long time since I've sat down and done one of these videos, and I just want to go ahead and start off today's video and just say, guys, I am so terribly sorry that I've not been able to make videos for you guys for the past week. I did go ahead and pop on and do 2 quick lives just to let you guys know that we were okay and everything was all right. And I just want, I know there are some people that are probably worried. I just wanted to let everybody know that, we were safe and everything was okay. We still don't have power. I think it's been like 7 or 8 days now with no electricity. They're saying that it's going to be like 3 or 4 weeks before we get our power back. The power company posted up on their website, and there are certain roads in our area that are extremely bad, and my road's one of them. I think there's like 20 roads in our county that they're saying are going to be like 3 to 4 weeks. And like I said, we're one of them. If I had to guess, there's 200, 300 trees laying down on our road all over the power lines. There's been power lines down on our road ever since this happened. They did get one of the power lines off of the road down at the bottom of the hill yesterday, but for the most part, there's still power lines everywhere, all over the place out here. And then you guys know that we live way back off of the main road. We live on a private road, and our driveway is probably close to a mile long. And at the very top of our driveway, there's 3 homes that live on the private road that I live on. There's a power line that runs from the main road, and then there's a power line that comes down to all of our houses. There is a humongous oak tree that is laying on top of that power line that comes down to our homes. And the power company said that they are not even going to start touching the trees that are on private property until they have removed all of the trees off the power lines on the main road. And the problem with it is too, is that my high-speed internet cable runs off of that power line. So they ran that high-speed internet cable off the power line, then it comes down, and then they buried the cable through the woods coming up here. So there is a tree laying on top of our power line and on top of our high-speed internet cable. I have a feeling they're going to pop the high-speed internet cable when they remove that tree. We'll see. I don't think we're going to have high-speed internet for probably a very long time. It took them months just to come out here and set it up, let alone for them to come out here and reestablish our internet connection down here. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. But with that said, guys, I am super dedicated to each and every single one of you. I am so dedicated to this channel. This is my life mission. This is what I want to do. This was my promise to do this every single day. I am going to make it work. I will be posting up videos every single day from here on out. I am going to have to go somewhere in order to post these videos up. I can't do it from home. I don't have cell phone data. And that's going to be another thing too. I just want to touch base and just let you guys know that I will get on there and communicate with you guys. I'm just going to have to go somewhere to be able to get on my internet to be able to speak with everyone. So I might not be able to communicate as much as I did before, but I will make sure that I still do go somewhere, sit somewhere where there is internet, and I will reply to all of your comments. Now, when I do it, it's going to have to be, I'm going to have to drive somewhere, upload my video, and while I'm uploading, I'll get on my phone and get on YouTube, reply to your comments. It's not going to be something where I can just reply to comments throughout the day like I usually do. It's going to be like, I go somewhere, I sit down, I reply to all the comments, and then I'm not going to really be able to see anything after that point. Because I still don't have any cell phone data either. I just got my cell phone service back where I can make phone calls. People around here couldn't even call 911 because their cell phones were down. But I do have my cell phone service reestablished now, so at least we can make phone calls and I can send text messages. I'm hoping, they said the other day that it would be 30 hours until we got, because I'm on Verizon, and they said it'd be 30 hours until we got our cell phone service reestablished, which it took about 30 hours and we got our cell phone service reestablished. But I thought that when that happened that we would get our cell phone data back, and we still don't have that. Now, I do think it has to do with so many people are on their cell phones right now, because so many people don't have home internet right now. So I think part of it is that the cell phone towers are overloaded with so many people that are using their cellular data as a means to get on the internet, where they would usually be using their Wi-Fi at home. I'm not sure, but I don't have any way to access the internet so I can even see what's going on. There's no way. Everything that I'm hearing is just word of mouth. Talking to people. I've spoken to my next door neighbor a whole lot, and just people that I've interacted with when I go places. I've talked to people, and they're, I hear things here and there. I am able to get on my I have an antenna that I had to dig out. I can't even tell you the last time I used an antenna for a TV, and I'm glad I saved it. But I had to dig that out the other day, and I plugged my TV into the generator and put the antenna on, and I've been able to watch the news so I can see what's going on around here and, around the area. I do know that North Carolina got really, really, really bad up there. I don't even think there's a way to even get in and out of Asheville, North Carolina. I think like all of the major roads have been cut off in and out of Asheville. But once again, I don't have cell phone data. I don't have any way to get internet. I don't know. It's just what I've seen briefly on the news lately. And I've seen some like pictures, and I've seen some video that they've shown. It looks really bad up there. So for any of my subscribers who are up in the western part of North Carolina, man, I'm so sorry. If you're able to even watch this, I'm so sorry what you're going through. Anybody that's dealt with any of this stuff from this hurricane, I'm so sorry that you've had to deal with this. It's just been a wreck. When the hurricane came over top of our area, it was still a Category 2 hurricane when it came over top of us. We're used to getting hurricanes here, but when the hurricane usually comes, it's usually downgraded to like a tropical storm by the time it finally gets to where we're at. But this last hurricane, they're saying is comparable to Hurricane Hugo that came back through here back in like 1989. I was living in North Carolina at the time, and actually came through up there too. When I first moved here, there was still damage from Hugo. Because I remember moving here. I moved here in the early 90s, and I remember moving here and seeing like gas stations with the roofs ripped off, and they were like all folded and bent up. It looked like top of a tin can. And I remember asking people, what happened? And they were telling me it was Hurricane Hugo. So there was still like damage years later from Hugo here. And it looks like it's probably going to be like that around here for quite some time. It's probably going to be a couple years until they finally get all this stuff finally all the way cleaned up. It's just a wreck. There are trees down everywhere. And what happened here is, we have a majority of our trees here are pine trees. We do have a lot of oaks, a lot of hardwoods here too, but for the most part, all the trees here are pine. Pines don't have a very deep root system. And what happened is that we got a ton of rain. It rained nonstop for like 2 days before the actual hurricane came through. And the ground was very, very saturated before the hurricane actually came in and all the high winds. And our soil here is mainly sand. It's just sand. That's all we have here, basically, sand and clay. And all of the ground got completely saturated. That sand is very loose, and then those high winds came through. And with the high saturation, with the sandy soil, the trees just fell over. They just toppled over when the high winds came through. There's a guy that lives at the bottom of the hill down here. We call him Lumberjack. He's a tree guy. But he has one of those, I don't know what they're called, but it's a way to measure wind speed. I'd love somebody let me know in the comments, please, what those things are called. But he tracked the wind speed, and he said the highest wind speed that he tracked was 118 miles per hour at his house, and that's at the bottom of the hill down there. So who knows how fast the winds were blowing up here at our house. All I can tell you is that the night of the hurricane was very scary. We could hear trees falling all over the place. And our biggest concern is all the animals. Because we've got, 50-something animals back there, and they've only got but so much protection, and that whole area is covered in trees, and we could hear the trees falling and breaking back there during that, and there was absolutely nothing we could do. Now, I did go out there, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm telling you, I could barely even walk outside. The wind was blowing so hard, and my wife got so upset with me. She started going crazy because I'd walked out there. And she told me to come back in right away. I got completely soaked when I went out there. At that point, we had already lost power. What ended up happening is I guess it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. We had gone to bed that night. I think it was Thursday night. And we knew the hurricane was headed up here. But, we're thinking it's not going to be that bad. We're going to get some rain and some wind. And, we're thinking that's probably going to be just about it. Well, about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people on here who are going to be able to relate to what I'm talking about. I sleep with a fan on every single night. And that night, about 1 a.m., I woke up because the fan wasn't blowing anymore. And I realized at that point when I woke up, I got up to go pee. I woke up because the fan wasn't blowing. And then when I woke up, I was like, well, I need to go pee. I realized that we didn't have power. I went to the bathroom and peed. And, kind of just looked out the window to see what was going on. It was pretty windy and rainy, but that's what I kind of figured was going to happen, was it was just going to be a windy, kind of windy and rainy, and that's all we were going to get. So I went and laid back down in the bed. My wife was awake at that time, and we just kind of laid there and talked to each other for a few minutes. And I think I fell back asleep. But about 3 a.m., I woke up again, or I can't, all of that stuff is kind of like smushed together because there was so much going on. I don't remember if I went back to sleep at this point now. All I know is it was like 3 a.m. and then it really was coming through. Our house was like creaking. It was kind of moving around a little bit. I was scared that one of the windows was going to burst because the wind was blowing so hard. There was stuff blowing around everywhere. There were branches and debris flying all over the place, hitting the house. And I went to, because we have a glass door on the front of our house, that if you don't latch the lock on that door, the wind will catch it and will slam it up against the railing on the front porch. So I went to go make sure that was locked so that the wind didn't catch it and slam it and break it. And when I went to go lock it, I realized how bad the storm had actually got at that point. I'm glad that I'd spent the day before and the day before that getting everything around here ready, because I had taken a bunch of stuff down. I took all of our umbrellas down that are on the tables. That skeleton that me and my kids made that's hanging from the tree over here, I took that down. I like the pumpkins that me and my kids made, just all the stuff that I knew was going to get blown around. I went ahead and took it down and made sure it was all safe where it wasn't going to get destroyed. And at 3 a.m. when I went to go check, it was crazy outside. The wind was blowing so hard. You could hear this like whistling noise because the wind was blowing so hard through like the railing on the porch and through the trees. It was frightening. And my kids had woken up at that point. We all just kind of just waited the storm out. And the worst part about it was just listen to all the trees break and hit the ground. And it was scary. But anyway, next morning, we went out and assessed all the damage. The house was okay. There was a little bit of damage to the house, but I've already repaired it. We did lose a whole bunch of trees, which is not that big of a deal. There's still a huge mess in the backyard that we're in the process of trying to get cleaned up. I did go ahead and clean up everything in my front yard. The fence over here that surrounds my pool got completely knocked down. I've already repaired that, put that all back together. I had to go to Lowe's to get some wood to fix that. All the 4x4s got broken. And I mean, these are pieces of wood that are this big. They got snapped in half and the whole fence came down, and it broke like 5 4x4s completely in half. The wind was blowing that hard. It destroyed my kid's play set, ripped that into shreds, ripped the roof off of it, destroyed all that. I went to Lowe's, got a bunch of wood and stuff, and I've already repaired all of that. I put all of that back together. You know, it's not the same as it was, but it's back together now. There was a huge oak tree right over here that got pulled. The whole root ball got ripped out of the ground, and I'm talking about a big oak tree too. I got my chainsaw out, cut that all up. We fed all of the branches and all the leaves to the goats, so the tree didn't go to waste. All the leaves were fed to the animals. The horses actually ate a bunch of the oak leaves as well. So none of that stuff went to waste. All of the pine trees that got knocked over, we fed all the pine needles to the animals. They love to eat the pine. And it's actually a natural dewormer for them as well. So all the stuff that happened out here, we made do with what happened. We didn't let it just go to waste and just burn it. We fed the animals all of the green stuff off the trees. All of the trees have been cut up in the front. We still have a lot of wood to cut up in the back. I still have a couple of trees, like 6 trees I have to cut down the rest of the way in the backyard. I did take some video of it just a little bit ago to show you guys. I don't know if I'll add it to this video today because I just want the video to get up. I'll show it to you probably in tomorrow's video. What I'm going to have to do every single day is I'm just going to have to film, and then I'm going to have to go either to my brother's house or to my buddy Sammy's house, or I'm going to go to a local location that has Wi-Fi, and I'll be uploading the videos like that until I get my cell phone data at least. Once I get my cell phone data, I will be able to upload through my mobile hotspot. I will have to keep the videos a little bit shorter, which I'm sure you guys probably won't mind anyway. They're not going to be 30 minutes of me just rambling on and on and on. I'll probably keep them somewhere around 10-15 minutes each video from now on until I get my high-speed internet back. I'm at like almost 18 minutes right now, so I don't want to keep this video too long. I really wanted to come on today and just kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on, and that I will be back posting every single day. Just there was no internet, and getting around here has been nearly impossible. There's been no gas at the gas stations at all. I don't know if you guys have watched the news of what's going on around here, but like no gas stations had gas. There were miles long lines of people in line trying to get gas for the past week. And I had gas in my van. My van was completely filled up. I filled it up before the storm, but I couldn't get in and out of my driveway because it's so bad. We had 3 trees fall down on our driveway, across our driveway. So the day after the hurricane came, or that morning of the hurricane, we were out there with all of our tractors and chainsaws cutting those trees up to get them off the driveway so that we could just leave. Because we couldn't even get out of here unless we walked all the way up to the road and had somebody come pick us up. But it was absolutely impossible to get out of here. So we had a lot of work to do just that day, just getting trees off of the driveway so that we could just leave here. And we had to get that done. I was really worried, what if I have an emergency, I get sick or something, and I need to go to Charleston? This stuff's got to go. And these weren't little trees either. They were humongous trees. And they're still down there on the side of the driveway. We have a huge mess to clean up around here. I mean, huge. But at least they're moved and we can get in and out of here now. I've been driving my Jeep because that's the only vehicle that I have that I can drive around in right now. There are still power lines down all over the place. There's power lines broken in half, where the power poles are broken in half. I've got tons of video. I'm going to do a compilation so I can show you guys what's been going on. I'll probably post that up this weekend at some point, or either next week. I do want to go ahead and do a normal video as usual tomorrow and talk about sobriety. You know, I just really wanted to come on today and just kind of explain to you guys what's been happening here, and that I will be back every single day. I will tell you guys, it's gonna be some work in order for me to get these videos up for you guys every single day. But I am dedicated to this channel. I'm dedicated to each and every single one of you all. I love each and every single one of you all more than I can ever tell you. And I'm willing to go that extra mile for each and every single one of you. I want to be able to continue to produce content for you. I want to continue to be able to produce videos to help with sobriety. This is what I'm here for. I've dedicated my life to this now. And I can't tell you how frustrating it's been to not be able to communicate with each and every single one of you every single day. There's been no way for me to do it. The past couple times I have actually gone into town, I went ahead and did a live video because I knew that when I did the live that people would be able to see me in real time, that I could actually communicate with people really quick. And I knew the live would record and it would post up so people that missed the live could go back and watch it. So as far as that's concerned, like I said, I just wanted to do some quick lives real quick. And those are the only times I actually have been into town at this point now. And then I just came back home right after that. We've been on a curfew here for the past week. Now, they removed the curfew a couple days ago, but we were on a curfew, and that was from like 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night, or 7:30 at night to 7:30 in the morning every single day. So you couldn't leave at night. The sheriff said that if you were caught on the road and you weren't an essential worker or like an EMT or something like that, that you were going to go to jail. So there was no out driving around. There was nowhere for me to go anyway. Nobody had internet. Nobody had cell phone service. It was too scary to go anywhere because for one, what if I broke down? I had no way to call anybody to come get me. And with my situation, there was no way I was going to be out running around like that. Plus I've had my kids. My kids are on fall break right now, luckily. So they're not actually missing school, although my youngest son said today that they should get an extra vacation because their fall break got ruined because of the hurricane. That's not going to happen, but it's just a good thing that this happened when they were on fall break because they didn't have to miss any actual schoolwork. So this isn't disrupting their school year or anything like that. They were already out. My kids have been really working their little tails off here at the house lately, and around, all around here, they've been helping out. There's been a lot of work. The one thing about something like this, I will say, is a natural disaster like this really does bring out the best and the worst in people. And I have seen that firsthand. There's been instances of people pulling guns on each other. There have been people fighting with each other at the gas stations over gasoline. I almost got into an altercation just yesterday with somebody getting gas. And it wasn't something that I was seeking out. It's one that people just start screaming at each other. And I had a guy just go crazy on me yesterday. And it was just because the guy pulled right in front of me and cut in front of me. And I just said something to him. I was like, hey man, I was waiting to get there. And the guy just started going crazy on me. And I just let it be. I wasn't going to get into it with him. I had my son with me too. So it just wasn't worth it. I'm not going to, get shot over something like this. It's just not worth it. But it really is. It's sad because I've seen a lot of people that I thought that I could rely on that show me that I can't. And it's very unfortunate. Some people that are very close to me. I don't want to dig too deep into it. I don't want to reveal too much, but there's been some people that I really thought that I could rely on that showed me that I can't. And it's pretty sad. But there's been some people that, I never thought either way with them. They just weren't people that I was very close with, that I never thought that, I just never even would think that I would need to rely on them for anything. But people that I've never even had that close relationship with that have come through and have helped out tremendously. And then on top of, I've had people that I'm very close with that have shown me that, let's just say, I just thought that I could rely on them more, and they showed me that's not the case. It's pretty sad to see some of this kind of stuff. And I gotta say, these are the moments, when these kinds of situations arise, when you really start thinking about drinking. And there have been some moments through this that I've definitely had the thought that I would like to have a drink. And I gotta say, I am so blessed and grateful that I'm sober right now. And I'm going through this with a sober state of mind. Because I don't know how I would have handled it if I was a drunk still. For one, I probably would have lost my mind. I probably would have freaked out on somebody. I probably would have gotten into a fight with somebody or worse. That's another thing too, is that anytime I've walked into a gas station, because everywhere you go now you have to pay cash. Nobody's card machines have been working, so you've had to walk in the gas station to pay for your gas. Any gas station I've gone into, because we're running generators, so we've had to go to the gas station and get gas every single day. I've had to get gas every single day, almost, or my wife's went and got gas. Our in-laws gave us a bunch of gas, which we were lucky and blessed for that as well. And I just want to say thank you to my mother-in-law and my father-in-law for hooking us up with everything they gave us. They gave us a bunch of groceries. They gave us a bunch of gas. So, guys, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. And my mother-in-law watches these videos every single day too. So, you know who you are. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for us. She bought us pizza last night. We're cooking in the kitchen on a camp stove with propane. Or I can unplug my refrigerator and plug in my microwave or something like that. But for the most part, I'm cooking on my Blackstone on my back porch. I have a propane tank for that. I'm cooking on my Blackstone, or I'm cooking on my camp stove in the kitchen. We're having to heat up big pots of water to take a bath. I'll put 2 inches of cold water in, and then I heat 2 big pots of water, pour it in there, and it's get in there, wash yourself off, and then you're done. I cannot do the cold water stuff, guys. I just can't. I'm one of those people, I'm too skinny. I get in there and it chills me to the bone. When I used to weigh 250 pounds, it didn't matter, but I weigh 140 pounds now. I get in that ice cold water, it really does, take my breath away when I get in it, and I can't warm back up. So, I have to heat some water up before I can get in there. And luckily we do have water, so that's a blessing. But once again, we're heating water up on a camp stove and then pouring in there, and we're having to hand wash all of our clothes. We got a clothesline in the backyard that we're drying everything on. I had to hand wash all my clothes in my tub the other day. Oh my gosh, the water turned black like my shirt. I'm not kidding. My clothes are so dirty. These are the times where you're wearing a shirt 5 days in a row. I'll take my shirt off, hang it up. If it's not too dirty, it's not going dirty laundry. Because I'm not trying to create more of a mess than we already have. We don't have any hot water. Washing dishes can be a little iffy, trying to get that grease off of them. But it's all working out. We're taking care of it. Everybody's fine. It's funny when in these situations too, when you don't have all those daily, things that make life easy. It is so crazy how much stuff that we take for granted on a daily basis. Just being able to walk into a room and flip a light switch on. That is I can't even explain to you how much that means, like how important that is in our daily life. And we take it for granted every day when you're able to do that. When you're able to go into the bathroom and turn the fan on so that you can go to the bathroom and it removes all the stinky air out of the bathroom, and it, you get that fan going and makes some noise while you're in there, and people aren't listening to every noise you make when you're in the bathroom, or just being able to go to the bathroom and close the door and turn the light on. When I go in the bathroom, I have to take a flashlight in there with me. Just the little teeny tiny things that we take for granted every single day. Things like this are actually kind of good for you. They've been good for me, and they've been good for my family, because you appreciate those little things again. You appreciate the simple things in life. Being able to have a cold drink, just an ice cold drink. You don't realize how important that is, and like how much you take it for granted until you don't have it anymore. Just having ice, like all the gas stations have been out of ice, so we haven't, I've had to make ice in our refrigerator and our freezer. But for days, I would only run the generator for like an hour, because we only had but so much fuel. We only had like 5 gallons of fuel, and we didn't think we were going to be able to get any more, because the gas stations were all out of gas and there was lines to get it. Luckily, my in-laws had a bunch of gas and they gave it to us. But our food started getting hot. I had to throw a bunch of food away. We couldn't make ice because I wasn't running the refrigerator long enough. But now we're finally at a level now to where we've got enough gasoline to where we're running the generator 24/7 now. I do have my fridge and my drop-in freezer both running right now. My in-laws, thank you again to my in-laws, because they made our life so much better when they gave us window unit AC. So we do have a little teeny tiny window unit AC that's in our bedroom. So everybody in our family is sleeping in my master bedroom right now. My kids are sleeping on the floor. My daughter's been staying at her boyfriend's house this whole time, which is cool, because she's been able to go over there, have power, wash her clothes, all that good stuff. They got power back pretty quick at her boyfriend's house, which is fine. I'd rather her be able to go over there and be able to watch TV and just chill out and have AC. But my wife and I and my boys have all been here, and they're sleeping in my bedroom at night. We didn't have an AC for about 4 or 5 days, and then we finally did get it. And man, I'll tell you, it makes such a difference sleeping at night. At first, when this first happened, I couldn't sleep at night because we didn't have a fan, we didn't have any power. We had our windows open, but it was still really hot at night. I mean, it was so uncomfortable. Just being able to have a fan blowing at night just makes all the difference in the world. But I'm at 32 minutes, so I better go ahead and get off of here. And I've got to go ahead and get this video processing, because I'm going to my buddy Sammy's house tonight. It's Friday night, and I'm about to go sit over there for a few hours just so I can get this video uploaded for you guys, just to let you know what's going on. Like I said, I wanted to let you guys know as well that after today, I will be posting up a video every single day as normal again. But it is going to take a lot of work for me to do so. So just please be patient with me. But I will be getting the videos up every single day. If I'm not communicating with you guys right away, I'm sorry, but I'll get with you as soon as I get an opportunity to get somewhere where I've got internet connection. For anybody that's giving me like a super thanks, or who've donated to the Cash App, or have done anything for me, I'm so grateful and so thankful. So thank you so much to every single one of you all that have donated. If I haven't been able to get on there and thank anybody in person, as soon as I get my internet back up, when I go over to my buddy Sammy's house tonight, I'm gonna get on there and try to look and see who's donated to the channel, who's done what, so I can reply to them. If I don't get to everybody tonight, I will get to you by the end of the weekend, I promise. None of this is intentional, guys. You know me. You know how I am on the channel. I try my best to communicate with everybody. I've always, since I started this channel, I've tried to reply to every single comment. This is not my personality. This is not the way that I work. It's just been, I have been completely, this is out of my hands. And trust me, I've been about to go crazy because I can't talk to you guys, and I haven't been able to put videos up. I've told you guys this so many times, but this is not just for you guys as well. This also helps me. And being able to come on here and talk to you guys and talk about how I feel and the cravings that I have and just my day-to-day life. I get a chance to get it off my chest and tell you guys how I'm doing and things that are going on with me. It makes me feel better. And when I get to talk to you guys and I'm talking about, you know, I had a craving today, and then I go on there and post a video up and somebody else goes in there and goes, yeah, me too. It helps me feel not so alone, that I'm not alone in this. And there are so many of you all that are sick right now, that are in hospitals or at home, that are very ill. And, you know, I created this channel for those people as well. And all I want to do is be able to communicate with you guys. So, once again, I'm going to do everything in my power. There's been a lot of stuff going on around here. There's been a lot of cleanup. We haven't been able to get anywhere. There's been so many reasons why. One was fuel. We didn't want to be out running around, wasting up all of our gas, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to get more. There's just been a million reasons why I haven't been able to post this week. But from this point forward, I know that my buddy Sammy has internet. I know my brother has internet now. And my brother, I have the Wi-Fi password for his house. Now, he does live about 25 minutes away from me, and so does my buddy Sammy. But I am going to make it happen every day for you guys. I will go drive to their house and upload these videos. My brother already said, you can just come park in my driveway and do whatever you need to do. If we're not home, just come over here, you can sit in your car, you've got my Wi-Fi password, you can upload. So if my brother isn't even there, I'm just gonna drive to his house and I'm gonna start uploading. Sunday, all day on Sunday, we're going to my brother's house to spend the day there. My brother's gonna be out of town tomorrow, but they'll be back on Sunday, and we've already made plans. He invited myself and my family over on Sunday. He's cooking barbecue, and he's given us all an opportunity to come to his house, and for me and my whole family to all take hot showers, hot baths, whatever we want to do. We're all going over there to clean up. Like, I need to trim my beard up, I need to clean up my face and shave and all that stuff. We're all going over there to get cleaned up that day, have barbecue hand at my brother's house. I am going to film a bunch of videos tomorrow, get those uploaded at my brother's house on Sunday, and I will release those videos throughout the week. And I promise you guys, I'm not going to leave you all hanging. I will make it happen. I will go wherever I have to and sit there and reply to you guys. Now, is all this stuff going to be happening in real time? Am I going to be like able to like reply to you guys right away and all this kind of stuff? No. But I'm going to do it when I can. I promise you guys. You guys mean so much. You are the world to me. Behind my family, you guys come next. And I'm not kidding. You guys mean more than I could ever explain to you. And I want to be here for you guys. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I'm going to make it happen. Whatever I have to do, it will happen. So count on me. Count on me promising you right now that these videos will be up every single day from this point forward. It's just been because of the hurricane, lack of internet service, lack of a way to even get anywhere, lack of fuel, lack of everything. We were on a curfew. We couldn't go anywhere. It's just been a million reasons why. But now things have kind of eased up a little bit. Gas stations have gas again. Not all of them. You still have to wait in a line to get gas and all that kind of stuff. But I've got myself a pretty good, decent backup of fuel at this point now. I've been able to, save up on some fuel. Every single time I go out, I get gas. So we're looking pretty decent at this point now. And I'm just waiting to get my electricity back and get my internet service back. But as soon as I get cell phone service, it's going to make this a heck of a lot better, too, when I get my cell phone data back. And I'll be able to communicate with you guys no problem. It'll just be, I just can't upload through my cell phone because it takes forever. But I'll still go somewhere every day, upload a video. But then I can come back home, get on my cell phone, and be able to talk to you guys through the channel. So hang tight with me, guys. Things will get back to normal soon, but I will be back on here every single day. So you guys can count on me. I promise you. I don't know when this video will be up. Hopefully it'll be up by tonight. I'm going to my buddy Sammy's house tonight, and I'm going to make a bunch of videos tomorrow. I will have one uploaded for you guys tomorrow as well, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Count on it, guys. I promise you. I love you all so much. I hope everybody's staying sober out there. It's not worth it. The one thing I was going to say is every time I go to the gas station to get gas or ice or whatever, when I walk in to pay, The alcohol is completely cleared out. People are drinking like crazy right now because this is what people do when they're in stressful situations. They drink. But drinking alcohol in these stressful situations, it does not help. All it does is make the situation worse. So please stay sober out there today, guys. Remember why you're here. Remember why you're not drinking. It's not worth it. Not only for the reason of getting sick and the health consequences and all that stuff, but it just creates so many problems in your life. There's no way I would have been able to handle all the stressful stuff I'm dealing with right now, because it's like every time we turn around, something else goes wrong. I would have already have freaked out, gone crazy. Probably, my wife probably would have kicked me out at this point. But I'm not doing that. You know, I'm keeping it together because I'm sober. So anyway, guys, I love y'all so much, and I will see you all back tomorrow. Count on it, and can't wait to talk to you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this super long video, but I had so much to talk about. And until tomorrow, I will see you all then. Bye-bye, guys.